I'm here at Montgomery's to meet with design consultant Amber Sigler. She's got all the tips we need to go from winter to Christmas and back again. Amber, thank you for having me out here. I love decorating and changing my decor around, but I have to be honest, I go straight from fall to Christmas. Christmas, everything. But you say that it's really important to think about winter as a whole when you're kind of transitioning, and that can still include Christmas.
Yes, absolutely. So like a lot of people, especially in South Dakota, the weather gets cold very fast, so we immediately go straight to Christmas.
Makes us happy.
Yes, exactly. It's something to look forward to in the cold weather. But there is really a forgotten season when it comes to decorating, and I call that winter. With that being said, there's a great transition period between kind of that Thanksgiving time and holiday Christmas time. And then again, after the Christmas holiday time, where we have January, February, March, sometimes April, that still kind of feel like winter here in South Dakota, that it's kind of nice to keep that seasonal decor up, but without it being the full glitz and glam of your holiday decor.
I'll try not to do it this year. Let's start with just some easy things, like you're in your living room, changing out a couple of fabrics, a couple of pillows, maybe a couple of color switches can really make that difference that goes from fall to winter.
Yes, absolutely. So just by simply changing out some of your everyday things when it comes to textiles in your home can be very helpful. So here are some really great colors that are a little bit richer and they have more texture to them. You get the fuzziness. And now these are a lot of great textiles to mix into your pillows, your throw blankets, anything like that to kind of make a cozier, more wintry feel.
And I love that it really isn't just like a this then that, because it's transitioning. I mean, I'm looking at what you call every day, and I'm seeing that maybe even at one point, even like this could have had a nice autumnal feel, but then when you mix in some of the bluer color and then the texture, really, you go right from everyday through sort of that autumnal feel to that winter, and then it's really like has longevity.
Yes, absolutely. It's going to prolong the life of your decor when it comes to your pillows and your throws, which we all really want, and really just kind of cover that winter season as a whole when you're outside of fall and before you get to that, you know, glitzy, glammy, sparkle Christmas time.
Are there such things as best winter colors? I mean, can you make any color be wintry when you mix it together, or are there particular things that go better?
Yes, I mean, I think whatever matches your personality is always best, and kind of your own personal design style. Some of my favorites for Christmas are actually more towards like the blues, the navy blues, the silver, mixed metals, golds, pewters, things like that. You of course have your traditional red and green, which is always a classic. But we're even seeing kind of like how we've displayed here, some more of the rust colors, maroon, and mixing that in with some of the blues and your deeper, richer hues to kind of create your own Christmas story of colors.
I feel this is very ski lodge, which is very winter to me. I mean, this après ski is everything, right?
Yes.
Throw in a little, you know, what is it? A little cross-stitch Merry Christmas pillow just for the Christmas season, and you've got your perfect little Christmas lodge set up.
Absolutely, that's perfect. Exactly like you said, you can have these out for your winter season, and then just for the holiday Christmas time, mix in your little Merry Christmas pillow, and then you're set.
And on the couch we're sitting on, too, you've even added some more maybe glitz and glamour, which can very much read winter and holiday together, right? By adding some of that like gold.
Absolutely. So the cream pillows we have on here are great everyday pillows. But for me, for my winter, I would actually probably remove those and add in a little bit of this gold kind of metallic-y color just to kind of jazz it up a little bit for your winter without doing full holiday. So yeah, mixing in those kind of mixed metals and different textures are really helpful in creating that winter look.
And I love that you still have the texture with this like velvet and even something like a little bit fuzzier right in the back.
Yep, absolutely. And that still has kind of your deeper wine mulberry colors to, you know, really bring in that cozy warmth of the fall into winter Christmas colors.
I'm feeling it right here because we've got the winter trees and we've got some garland, and you're going to show me how to take some green garland and maybe take it to the Christmas glitz, and then when Christmas is over, you still have the garland for your winter look. It's perfect. All right,
absolutely.
let's take a look.
Okay.
So this is a great example of the greenery that you might have out going into the season, and you can layer and add, and you can go from this to more wintry to Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then back again.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So kind of revisiting on that wintry look that we talked about, or that winter season that's between fall, Christmas, and then from Christmas to the springtime again. So this is just a super simple garland that we added a little bit of eucalyptus in to give it a fresh look, a little bit of fullness. And this is something that you could have out, you know, when you start to do your winter decor. Once you move on from fall, before Christmas, you can leave it just like this, and you can put a little bit of twinkle lights in there or something like that to give you that cozy, earthy feel of winter. And then moving into the holiday season, it's super easy to add in other pieces. So you can just add in extra pine pieces to give it a little bit more texture and fullness. And you could honestly do this in your wintry look. You know, it's not too glitzy, glam Christmas yet.
It's got the texture that you want. It reminds me of when you think about adding the textured pillow or the fluffy throw, you kind of add a little fluff, right?
Yes, absolutely, yes. And then going into the Christmas season, you can add in, you know, your kind of glitzy glam pieces to kind of spruce it up and add a little bit of sparkle for the holiday season. Another thing you can add in at this point too is the some people like to tie in some of their little ornaments.
Yeah.
So like whatever colors you're doing on your Christmas tree, again, this year I'm doing like a navy blue sort of a look with mixed metals. I would probably tie in, you know, some of my navy blue ornaments and the mixed metals just to kind of jazz it up for Christmas a little bit more.
How about adding some candlelight or some different things that, you know, give you that Christmas vibe?
Yeah, absolutely. So kind of how we mentioned about adding the lights to the naked tree or the Christmas tree, you could say, without it being Christmassy yet. Same with your garland. Like I mentioned, the twinkle lights, but adding in those battery-operated candles are always a great idea, especially for this time of year. It adds in that extra coziness. This is also something you could do on your dining room table as like your runner for a tablescape. You could add in a cloth runner underneath here, again, just for more texture, more interest, and to really make a more unique statement piece for your dining room table.
Now we know that Montgomery's offers always free interior design service, and when you are working with a client, you go to their homes, you help them look at what they have and what you can add. Does that apply to Christmas? Can I just call you for Christmas?
Yes, absolutely. So we have a lot of great pieces in here, kind of how we spoke about adding the different textiles, the pillows, the throws, things like that to kind of really cozy up your home and make it more that transitional feel into Christmas. So we can absolutely help you with that.
Well, thanks so much for having me out here.
Yes,
I am going to go straight home after this show and start winterizing my house.
Yes.
But the good way, not the way that just keeps the cold out.
Yes, there you go. Exactly.
Decor.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Whether you're looking for a new rug, new throw pillows, or new bedding to add a seasonal turn to your decor, you're sure to find the perfect element to set your home style apart. And with showrooms in Sioux Falls, Madison, Watertown, and Aberdeen, there's always a Montgomery's and a team of interior designers ready to help. In Sioux Falls, you'll find them at 1725 West 41st Street. The showroom is at 747 South Washington Avenue in Madison. Montgomery's in Watertown is at 1009th Avenue Southeast. And in Aberdeen, the showroom is located at 3502 7th Avenue Southeast. This KELOLAND Living segment has been sponsored by Montgomery's. Remember, Montgomery's offers always free interior design service.